I am so honored to be here tonight po. At alam naman po natin sa buhay natin may mga pangyayari na hindi natin inaasahan pero nangyayari. Does it mean po ba na we are fulfilling or we are living the life fulfilling what God has planned for us? Yun lang po.
Doesn't necessarily mean so, Sister Marie. Why? Because not all things happening in this life is according to what God have planned for us. The very apparent testimony or evidence is that God do not want us to kill. But there are people who kill. There are people who kill or murder other people. Cruelty abounds almost everywhere. There are wars. There are unrest among people. Will we say that, is this the plan of God? No. Why? Because in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, let us read the truth that was revealed by God in verse 33.
For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints.
Is not the author of confusion. He's a God of peace. Wherever there is confusion, that is not the working of God. And that we have to discover. And what does the Bible say about when there is confusion or where there is confusion? James chapter 3 verses 16 and 15, it says,
For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish.
Devilish. It comes from the devil. Confusion is not a plan of God. It is devilish. It came from the devil. It came from Satan, the arch-enemy of God. So, in this world, two things are happening. In our lives, there are two things that happens. The inevitable, the evitable, and the planned. Sister Marie, I want you to listen very carefully to what I will say. The secret is, God gave us power. The power to choose between good and evil. That is among all created beings aware of their existence, like angels, cherubs, seraphs, human beings. We all know that we exist. We have that power to think and to feel that we exist. We have our own thinking. Meron tayong sariling pag-iisip. Lahat ng may kaisipan, puwera na lang sa mga hayop, mga halaman, ay mayroong tinatawag na free will. The power of choice. We have the power to choose. It is given to us by God, not to allow us to do evil, but He wants us to do what is good willfully, not forcefully. Because otherwise, forcefully, we will be like robots. God can force us, but we will exist like robots. Maybe you also do not want to be an existing robot that moves by the dictate of the computer or the programmed movements of the computer. You do not even have the pleasure of choosing your mate. One very good example of that gift of God of free choice is your choice of your lifetime partner, your husband or your wife. If you are a robot, you cannot choose. Pipilitin mo yung sarili mong mahalin mo yung tao na hindi mo mahal, wala naman na akong nararamdaman. Oh. Dun sa isa may nararamdaman ka, kaya yun ang gusto mo. Pag hinalikan mo yon, maligayang maligaya ka. parang na tumitigil ang mundo sa pag-andar pag nakikipaghalikan ka doon sa mahal na mahal mo. Pero pag pinilit kang halikan mo yung hindi mo mahal, naamoy mo pa'y mabaho, para kang nakaamoy ng imburnal, kasi kahit mabaho, pag mahal mo, okay rin eh. No? Pero pagka hindi mo mahal, nakakadiri yun, di ba? Ganun yun eh. Di ba yun ang nandun sa, yung isang kantang natatandaan ko, no? Once on a high and windy hill, in the morning mist, two lovers kissed, and the world stood still. Diba? Yung nagmamahalan, pag nag-kiss yun, and the world stood still. Parang wala ka nang nalalamang iba pa, parang tumigil lang ang mundo sa buhay mo, sa ligaya mo. Kung wala kang free choice, ang ibig sabihin, ang isa sa pinakamagandang regalo ng Diyos sa tao, yung karapatan natin at kapangyarihan nating makapili. Makapili tayo ng lasa ng ulam. Kung gusto natin, kung Bicolano tayo, masarap yung Bicol Express, na maanghang, na mamumula ang mukha mo at tutulo ang sipon mo. Pero merong mga lugar, ayaw naman nung maanghang. Meron naman gusto ng mga lugar, maalat, parang sa Ilocos. Laging ang halo nila doon, bagoong na isda. Doon naman sa Cebu, ginamos naman, yung bagoong naman na ginamos. Ayan. Di ba masarap mabuhay pagka ang kinakain mo, yung gusto ng panlasa mo? Pero pag ang kinakain mo, yung ayaw mong panlasa mo, siguro ayaw mong mabuhay ng mahaba nun. No? Pero pagka ang kasama mo sa buhay, mahal mo, ang mga anak mo mababait, tapos meron kang pagkain, wala kang problema, gusto mong mabuhay ng mabuhay, di ba? Kay sarap mabuhay, lalo na't may lambingan, ligaya sa puso ko ay di na mapaparam. Maalaala mo kaya ang sumpa mo sa akin, na ang pag-ibig mo ay sadyang di magmamaliw. Kung nais mong matanto, buksan ang aking puso at tanging larawan mo ang dooy nakatago. Kita mo? Pag mahal mo, kakantahan mo pa Dahil pili mo yon, pili ng puso mo yon. Pag hindi mo mahal, makakanta ka kaya? Di ba? Kaya walang kwenta yung mabuhay ka na wala kang free choice. Para ka robot. Ganon. Ang isa sa greatest gift of God to us is our power to choose. Kaya lang inabuso ng tao. Ginamit niya rin yung power to choose, choosing evil, na hindi niya dapat sanang piliin. Nung pinili niya ngayon yung evil, nagsyabo siya, nakapirwisyo siya ng kapwa-tao. Ayon. Nangyayari na ngayon yung mga hindi inaasahan, na hindi sana dapat mangyari. Kaya, pagka yung iba nasabi, ba't ba nangyayari ito? Ito ba plano ng Diyos? Mali ka ron, kapatid. Hindi plano ng Diyos yan. Ang plano ng Diyos, puro mabuti. Kaya lang, merong arch-enemy of God, may kaaway ang Diyos, nagpaplano ng masama para sa atin. Kaya dapat sa atin, laging ang piliin natin, yung nasa unang Tesalonica 5, versikulo 21 hanggang 22. Kapatid na Daniel.
Subukin ninyo ang lahat ng mga bagay. Ingatan ninyo ang mabuti. Layuan ninyo ang bawat anyo ng masama.
Yun. Ang dapat sa ating gawin natin, kapatid, piliin natin yung mabuti. Tapos, lumayo tayo sa bawat anyo ng masama. Kung hindi magagawa ng lahat ng tao, at least ikaw gawin mo, layuan mo yung masama. You live in your own corner of the world according to the will of God. And let other people live according to their will and according to the will of their father, the devil. Sana naunawaan mo, kapatid na Marie.
Yun lang po. Maraming salamat po.